Alright, good morning, Saints. I just rolled over here on my bed. This is my little office off in here. They gonna give me a bigger room. Yeah, I got everything. I gotta do all my business here, my paperwork. So I have to transform the bed into an office. Yeah. So I'm the news. I've been up at night trying to figure out what's going on down here in San Antonio. They doing some stuff outside. Trying to make it keep it clean. You know, I hadn't got any new news yet because I hadn't been outside to see and hear what's going on. And I didn't see what the newsman, because I know there was a man out with the camera, and I'm talking about the murder of that kid, 16, between the age of 16 and 22, that they found dead yesterday by the garbage can. But let's go a little deeper. Let's go into the past, because we've been going through some stuff over here. And let me tell you, these locks on the doors, because I don't know, home invasions are home invasions, and there are times they'll come into your house while you sleep and sneak them little ones out. And so you got to be careful because you got to understand these people there. I don't know. It's a home invasion. Did they go pull him out of bed? That's the stuff we have to look into. Because when I first came, my back lock was stuck open. And so I said, no, that's what you put a deadbolt lock on the lock for, to keep them people with the keys out. Yeah, because, some stuff is going on. We don't want to put it off on anyone. We taking everything into consideration. We know they done threw some Hispanic folks out of housing. I mean, some Mexican folks out of housing. We know there's people over here that's already said what they're going to do, that there was too many of us coming over here. We also know police officers over here. There was not one white. I mean, let me say this. Yeah, I'm just putting it all together, putting the facts together. Don't bother me because I'm on the road. There was not one Hispanic nor one black police officer out there. And I only say that because they said it was police officer. Okay? So taking all that in consideration, we know that we should have been bolted in. Because there is, according to them, there's a curfew out here. There's a curfew. I walked in a store the other day, and it was nighttime with Jeremiah. And blacks and Hispanic, most Hispanic came in behind me. And there was this black guy and Hispanic guy. They, soon I walked out in by none, they walked out. Then they hesitated. No, Jeremiah, we went, and then these people started coming outside, so they went to the left. But it was one black and one Hispanic, and they went the opposite way. And so you have people hanging outside at nighttime. I don't know what time the curfew is, but I know that there were folks outside. And it was dark. Jeremiah was outside, but he was outside with me. And these look like they were adults. So when we say curfew, is it just for the minors? Because there's no lease out here. I mean, the projects, they don't have lease nowadays. That's what the big issue is. Another thing is that they were trying to get people to get out of these projects because there was no lease. With this investigation going on, from my understanding, they had to get these people out of here because we weren't supposed to be in here, and I don't know how true that is, but I just, tell the news. That's all I do. I tell the news. I know it sounds like I'm whispering, but I'm trying to get the facts down. But I laid here on the bed and I thought about that kid and I said, Lord, how could I sleep? I really felt like, Lord, how could I sleep? And I don't know. My mind started racing. When our children, our loved one dies, it's a great pain in our heart. And sometimes we're up and we're hurting because of loved ones. We're going through some stuff too as a family. We've been hit by the government. We don't know if it's state or city. But we've been hit, the family's been hit, jobs have been lost. My daughter's whole job closed down, both of them, they're not at work, and then my people, and it's crazy. It's almost like that. It really is. I don't know, the government is just, I don't know. I hate to put everything on the government right now, but I know the government because of what I've been going through. Y'all saw it. I've been taping it all. You got maintenance man coming in harassing me and no police officers. We have no police officers. I went all the way up the chain of command and got cursed out. In the government, I got cursed out by our faggot Senate. I forgot who he worked for. He worked for Governor something, no, Senate. He was a secretary for one of the senators. And I called to let him know what was going on. And he got crazy. So I said, oh, you're getting crazy because I'm black. And he started explaining himself, a little small. I said, well, maybe it's because I am a female. And he hung up in my face. Well, it wasn't a black. I knew there was something wrong with him. I didn't know what was wrong with him, but I knew it was something. And so he hung up in my face. Said, okay, I was just asking questions, and we can't even ask people questions nowadays. Amen. I don't know what's going on. Me and Angel goes into the hair place the other day right there at King's, and the lady just got totally upset at us. And I asked her a question. I said, what's the difference between a backpack and a purse? And she got angry and said, ma'am, get out of my store. I said, wait a minute. Hold on. And so she was just upset, and I called the police on her. They were mad because I called the police because, Chinese folks, they do that. But who knows? If it's the governor, if it's the state, these people are doing things wrong, there's no one to help us because we know we don't have CIA and FBI. Or at least we don't see them. I just think this entire lawsuit is very unprofessional. There is no log, there's no information, and everyone's waiting on Obama to get out, and yet they're not even making an effort to do anything except throw illegal paperwork. Who knows what's going on in this world? It's getting so crazy. These people are nothing but, what you call those mobster people that come after you when you owe them some drug money. That's what they are. Those are mobster people. I'm serious. I want to go on with my regular life. I know what's mine. It's been almost a year. They shouldn't, and this is my topic, they shouldn't have to wait an entire year just to sit around with somebody's lawsuit just to say we don't really want to give it. And we know they were embezzling because it came out through the Attorney General that they were embezzling. That it was all over the place. So we know they embezzled. But someone should take the initiative to send out paperwork, Well, we're in the midst of an investigation. If you allow us, we can do this and that, such and such and such as. But everyone, they got badges, they got authority, they're going to do it the way they want to do. And what does that do? That throws out our legal constitution because there's no right here. We, the people, are not given rights. And when the people are not given rights, we're no longer the Constitution. We need to take that first part and say we, the people, because it's not about we. It's about the criminals that y'all put in position. And that's not good. Amen. We got some people out here that understand that this place is just not right. They cannot give these people an apartment with no leases. And they cannot pocket the money. Now again, I heard that came from higher up. State was involved in pocketing the money. And it's had nothing to do with the government. Amen. So it's a city official. It's an individual. And they're taking our money home with them. Yeah, and we can't say anything about it. And so we get to a point and say, okay, God. God said, okay, almost. I want you to keep doing it. I know it. Something's going to break. But if I can't do it, then God can't. I'm trying to do it as natural as possible. But if I can't do it, God can't. So all I can do is say, okay, Lord, I'm getting to the point to where it's just real tedious to me. I'm just going on with my book like it's not happening around me. But they know they owe me money. They know they owe me money. They know they took my items, my merchandise. And so now you see little babies falling down by trash cans and, left out, in the open. No, they covered them up inside of the trash can. So we don't know. I'm thinking even his mother, if she would have gone out, the church, because they stay right on side of the dumpster, she would have saw a leg, a feet or something, a foot or something. I really believe that. So I don't know. My head is just like, okay, Lord, if it happened, because that's all we can say right now, it was a dirty job. If the police officer set it up, most of the time, I'm telling you, when you're dealing, especially with these police officers, they look weird. These are different set. It's like a ghost town. Even when I was over at Wheelie Courts, the police officers didn't look real. They looked like they were spooked out. Have you seen something look like their eyes were just not there? It's like they were so into what they were doing, dirty even the EMS driver. I tell you, this guy came when I was in Wheelie Courts. He ran his car into the back of this. No, she's a light Hispanic or she's a white lady, but she speaks Spanish, so I think she's Hispanic. And do you not know the EMS driver? He got out the car wanting to fight because they wanted to fight, right? And he just banged the car up, just hurting. They arguing and getting ready to fight. When the EMS driver come in, they don't take no more than a minute and they leave. No one tried to do anything. I mean, come on. Well, he may refuse service, but they jumped. They didn't stay there and wait on nobody. They jumped in the car and they left. Ambulance did that. EMS driver, and they were all Caucasian too. Not one has. I saw it. I make it a point nowadays to look at what we got on our force and what they're sending out. The worst thing they could have done yesterday is send all those Caucasian police officers out to Hispanic or black neighborhood. I say it's really Hispanic. Y'all know what I believe about this side of town, but no black, not one Hispanic, because that's what they're saying. Amen. That's not cool. We have to be careful because we don't know if it was a police officer, but that's what the streets say. The streets are talking, and so we don't know. I have to go out there and go to the store and see what the streets are saying now, because I didn't see the news. But I just said, Lord, whatever it is going on here, You in control. Have your way. Now, this is Renee's news. I might come back later, but this is time. I got 10 seconds left here on the clock. I'm looking down. But we're going to continue to pray for the family, that the Lord continue to touch them, and we're keeping them in our prayers.